Yo, so today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make kind of happy, energetic hyperpop loops. Alright, so before we start, I have like an announcement, I guess, but I'm going to try to figure out how Streamlabs works so I can stream more often because I was having those issues with the audio streaming with OBS. So I'll probably stream once or twice a week. And then also a couple people are asking for a loop kit, which I have been working on, except it's like a loop one shot kit and MIDI kit kind of all put together. So I don't really know what I want to do with that because I would like to make it free, but I'm probably going to do a thing where um it won't be free, but I'll have a code so it's free for like a couple days. And the kit should have like 15 to 20 loops, 20 plus midis, and then probably somewhere around 100 one shots. So a decent size kit, and everything should be usable in there. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with just kind of this really basic Pluck. It's kind of more synthy. And then I'm gonna go lay out a super simple chord progression, and I'm in D major. And then I just want to make these chords go up the scale because I feel like going up generates more energy, but like going down makes it feel more emotional. So I'm gonna go up. So that sounds pretty cool. And then I might add like a couple middle notes. So that sounds pretty cool. And it is starting to sound a little bit like sad or emotional. So what I'm gonna do to like kind of get rid of that feeling almost is make a super fast repetitive top line that'll just go on throughout. And since this is so repetitive, I'm gonna add a little bit of variation just in this part. So probably a couple lower notes and then a couple higher notes. Yeah, so I just added these two notes, and I'm probably going to change this pluck out because I'm not really a fan of it that much. But as you can hear, we're starting to get that more like energetic feeling instead of like a slow and emotional feel. But I still think that this needs, like, these chords still feel really slow. Something I've tried recently is duplicating them down, doing Alt U, and then making them like this size. And then I'm just gonna copy that. So just doing that little staggering kind of shifts the rhythm a little bit and makes it a little bit more interesting. So I'm gonna keep that. Yeah, and I'm gonna go find a different pluck. So like this one, it's the Corona pluck from a, I think it's the Titan Exo Benny kit. And it sounds pretty cool. It's a little bit more gentle, but it still has that really like quick pluck sound. So I'm going to duplicate this over and then make some changes to it. Yeah, so I think this is going to be pretty much the base of the pattern. So overall, it's really simple. There's just like three parts to it: the chords, the repetitive bass line, and then the repetitive top line. So it sounds like this. So that sounds pretty cool. And then I'm just going to do Control A and then see if there's a different key that I like better. So I'm going to go up one by holding Shift and an arrow key. Yeah, so I'm going to go with this E. So now it's going to be in E major, which is pitching it up 2. And then a really good trick, because I have the major scale on this sampler right here. So if I click the box, go to this little drop down, go to transpose selected, and then do +2, then it'll be in the same scale. So if we go back into here, go to the root note, it'll be on E instead of D. That's just a really quick way to do things. And also you can like select all the little boxes and do it all at once. So now I think I kind of want to get like a side chain kind of like synth that I can tuck in the background. So I'm going to try to figure out how to turn that like kind of digital sound off. Like it kind of sounds like water, so I'm going to figure out where that's coming from. So maybe the phaser. Yeah, so I just turned off the phaser. And then I'm going to go in here and just copy those chords. And then I'm going to edit this sound a little bit more to maybe make it a little bit more high pitched and a little bit faster. So maybe turning off this filter. And then I'm going to go here and get rid of some of the attack. Yeah, and then I'm just going to throw an EQ on that real quick, just to like kind of contain it into like the low and the mids. And then I'm going to go back into Serum, of course, and probably grab some kind of bass just to like finish off that part of the melody. Yeah, so I think there's this bass in the Omega Kit called Never. I think that might sound kind of cool. Yes, that's a cool little bass there. And then I'm gonna grab a lead probably. And I'm gonna look through these Sinju banks because I know that I forgot to mention them in the best banks video I did. Yeah, so this one called Flash in the Sinju bank volume 1 sounds pretty cool. I'm probably gonna change it out later, but it's a good sound just to like lay out a pattern with. And I think I want to copy kind of the stuff that I did up here, but obviously not that high. But that is horrible. Yes, that's a really simple pattern. And then I'm going to listen to this part because sometimes if you have two of the same notes, they'll like kind of connect, and I don't want that. Yeah, so see it like kind of connected them, so I'm just going to bring this one back one cell. And it just makes it feel more like punctuated, I guess. I don't really know. And I'm also going to alter this sound, and I'm just going to put a low pass filter on it and then let it have a little bit more at the highs. Oh, hold on a second. I just turned off the distortion and it sounds really cool. Alright, so then I might turn up the reverb just a bit. Yes, that sounds way cooler. And then I'm gonna turn up the master volume just because it got a little quiet without that distortion. And actually that synth and that lead sound really good together. So that might be a nice like break section, or I think it's called like a bridge, where that super plucky sound isn't in, and it kind of gives your ears a break. I think I want to use the monkey lead, monk, I don't really remember what it's called, but it's in the adapt volume 2, and it's like harsher. And then I kind of want to fill in that little gap right there with like a roll with this lead, and then alter the velocities a little bit. And I think I'll end up panning the leads to opposite sides because they are really similar. Even though one's a little bit softer and one's a little bit harsher, they still do kind of mesh together. And then I think I'm gonna grab that marimba again. I know I've used it in like past like 3 or 4 Hyperpop videos, but I really like it. And I'm just gonna use this because I know I can alter the velocities, and I kind of want to do some rolls. I think that might sound kind of cool. Then I'm just gonna go down here, have that roll selected, right click and drag so it's all nice and even, and then just lower it a little bit and see how that sounds. Yes, that sounds really cool. And I think what I'm gonna do is take some of the notes out of the pluck and then replace them with this so it kind of switches back and forth. So I heard that roll come in here. So I'm gonna get rid of this. Yes, that's really nice. And it's a little bit more open. Yeah, so it's a little bit more open, and then I can go in and fill it in with this mallet. Maybe do something like this where it hits and then it hits again, but it rolls off. And then I don't like that G sharp. And this will just add a nice accent. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this, and I'll let you know what I do. Alright, so I mixed this real quick, and I put a halftime on that pluck like I said, and then I cut the lows, got rid of some of the highs because I knew that one lead was gonna sit there. Added a ping pong delay and turned it down most of the way, and then an imager. On the Stargazer synth, I already showed what I did there, just isolated it. And I added this infinity preset again, and I turned it most of the way down, and then Pancake turned it on 4 bars, so it goes from ear to ear really slowly. Sounds really nice. Didn't do anything on the leads except boost the highs on this one. And then I panned them to opposite sides like I said earlier. Didn't do anything on the mallet, which I'm probably going to add like a chorus or something just to make it sound a little more fake-ish. Probably put it like half down. Yes, that sounds kind of cool. And then on the bass, I just kind of dipped out of here because it was taking up the whole frequency range. But I wanted it to sound a little bit deeper, so I just got rid of like up here. So now I'm going to go into the arrangement, and then I actually want to render out the Stargazer synth because I think it might sound cool if it was like reversed in some parts. So I want it to be half-timed here. I don't want that mallet in there, maybe just this softer one. And then actually lowering that because it's a little bit loud. Then I don't want those there. Maybe do something like that. Then bring the halftime back here. Have it come out here. Copy this reversed over for the halftime part. And get rid of it there though. Yes, that sounds really cool. And then I want to do that same effect with the reverse reverb kind of thing. And then just having this come on when the reverb goes off, just as a smoother transition. Yeah, so I think I'm going to keep it the same pitch. Sounds pretty cool as is. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it